Hey everyone, this is the Loose Cannon, David McBee, and welcome to another exciting night of high school basketball as we are over in Flippin. We're in Bobcat country, and we got two great matchups tonight. It's going to be Yellville taking on Flippin right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We'll be back in about 7.5 minutes for the start of the game.
It is really important to do business with people that are local. One of the things that we did upon acquiring all the stores was we tried to hold on to everybody that was already working here. You can't replace experience. We build relationships, we don't build the cars. The same customers that are buying from us today were buying from us 5 years ago and 10 years ago. And those are the same customers that I want to take care of today and 5 years and 10 years from now. Shop Clay Maxey Chevrolet in Mountain Home and ClayMaxeyChevrolet.com.
Hey everyone, this is the Loose Cannon, David McBee, and welcome to another exciting evening of basketball. And we got a good one right here. I'm going to go ahead and certify this one. It's going to be a slobber knocker. Yellville and Flippin. Yeah, it's going to be a slobber knocker, but it's going to be a great matchup. Of course, I'm joined tonight by the one and only Bob Rechtenwald with XL7 Sports. Bob, so glad to have you here.
Hey, thanks for letting me join in.
And I'll tell you what, man, you picked a good one to come to tonight, Yellville and Flippin.
Is this the Battle of Marion County right here?
This is the battle. The throwdown in F-Town is already bucket by Methvin. Yellville jumps out 2-0. Of course, this is our fourth time we've seen the Yellville Summit girls. This is our first time seeing the Flippin Lady Bobcats, Bob.
Methvin's a big scorer for the Panthers, isn't she?
Yeah, she had 51 points the other night as KJ Moore gets the steal, takes it down, and is fouled. And we're glad to have all you guys joining us. Of course, we got the Deal Maker, Joey the Deal Maker Shaw's here with us as well. We'll get a headset going on him so we can hear the smooth sound of Joey Shaw's voice. So
smooth.
He's cooler than the other side of the pillow, you could say. So
there you go.
Of course, Flippin only 2 starters coming back from last season. That's number 21 Hodges, number 32 Benedict. The rest a pretty young group. I mean, they do have a lot of seniors, but a lot of them did not play very much with that senior-heavy squad last year.
A foul on number 2.
Fouls on number 23, Greenhaw.
Oh, 23, Greenhaw for the lady.
And actually, I forgot to mention Greenhaw. 3 starters from last year. Greenhaw was one of them as well.
Shots up and no good for Abby Methvin.
Of course, this is already the second foul on Flippin. New foul rule this year for those fans tuning in for the first game this year. 5 fouls in a quarter will be 2 free throws after that. So the old one-on-one shots is gone, Bob.
I just got used to that.
Yeah.
Methvin misses both of her shots. She picks up the basketball. She going to put it up for a shot? She is. And she misses that one.
I'm going to man the camera for a minute as Joey's trying to keep the kids from unplugging us.
He's going to make him a deal?
Yeah, he's making him a deal. Clay Maxey Chevrolet, of course.
He'll let him live if they don't unplug us. Pass over to Methvin to the far side. She's going to pull it up for a jumper. She's going to pass it off. She puts it up. She's missed 4 in a row.
This Yellville squad boasts so much speed, but a lot of size advantage with Flippin as Hodges gets a bucket. We're knotted at 2.
She gets on the board for 2.
Of course, this is the first of a doubleheader right now tonight on the Twin Lakes Sports Network as it's out of bounds on Methvin. But a doubleheader of action, Bob. And we got 2 good ones with these Yellville and Flippin senior girls, and then senior boys right after this. That's going to be a great one as well.
Benedict with the ball. She passes it across 14. And she ends up throwing it out of bounds.
Just a bit outside for ball 1 there. So Yellville's going to have the ball with Methvin coming down with Mason. Also KJ Moore. And I'll tell you, number 5, Hannah Hayward really impressed me in the Arvest tournament. She's got some speed. Hodges blocks out, and here comes Flippin back the other way. Of course, this is going to be a packed gym tonight. Big crowd. There's a 3-point shot. Is short. Hodges with the rebound. Looks like it's out of bounds. Back to Yellville. So, Bob, we're glad to have you come here. I know you've been busy football season for you covering the Mountain Home Bombers.
Bombers have had another good season. They ended up going 6-6. Made it 4 years in a row to the second round of the playoffs. Ran into a buzzsaw at Greenwood. Greenwood's going to play in the championship Friday night against Little Rock Christian Academy down at War Memorial. And that should be what you call a slobber knocker there.
Would that be a slobber knocker?
It should be, yes. Zero puts up the shot. Who is that? Zero.
That's Mason. And I'll tell you, you could see the plan early for these Bobcats. They're trying to push the pace. They're not waiting for Yellville to get their defense set up. Good ball movement over to Hodges for three in the corner. Off the
Just
front
a little
of the rim.
short.
Shot rattles around, goes in.
Shot made by number 14, Elisa Shelton.
Flippin jumping out 4-2 here in the early going. Of course, I missed it. This is a non-conference game this year now. I loved it when these guys were, battling each other for the conference championship, but now Yellville's a 2A school, and Flippin in basketball has now gone up to 3A, so this might be one of their only meetings of the year.
Yeah, and they'll have the meeting about changing the classifications for football about the middle of December. So I don't know if Yellville will move, if they'll stay where they're at. Put back for two more. 6-2 in favor of the Bobcats. Timeout on the court.
Tell you what, the Bobcats have come out running, so it looks like Charlie Melton, he wants to talk it over with them. While he's doing that, we want to thank our sponsors because we could not do this without each and every single one of them, such as Spence Ridge Designs. We appreciate them so much. Check them out, SpenceRidgeDesigns.com. Or take your phone and take a little shot of that. Also, Robbie Combs, account manager at Atlantic Medical Solutions. Give him a call, 704-561-004. He can help you with all your medical needs. And this is a new sponsor we have, Dirtworks Solutions. Call them at 504-1083. Man, I got to get close to the screen to see it now. Telling Bob earlier, man, I'm having problems seeing numbers. I am supposed to be wearing glasses now. Joey's over here shaking his head yes.
I have the same problem.
So, Joey, when it's me and Joey, I guess it's the blind leading the blind there. So.
Well, I could take mine off and be the three blind mice, I guess.
Moore thought about it for a second.
Pumps it over to Methvin. Methvin's going to draw a foul. Jump ball. Jump ball, position arrow over to Flippin.
I think they're talking about the Bobcat Burger over here. No, you're telling about the harassment I got in the last game. So Greenhaw hits a bucket and then a steal. It's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession, Yellville.
And Flippin early tonight, they've come to play. Coach Grant Greenhaw's got his team fired up and now putting some pressure on the Lady Panthers here of Yellville.
Up
David
by
did
6.
tell me they felt sorry for you and you got a cheeseburger out of the deal.
I did, yeah. Bob, I got to tell you about this. I got my first harasser online during a ball game. I mean, it got pretty intense. I had old Chris Wire, a fan over here. He was threatening to go beat him up during the game. It got pretty intense. So he said I wasn't paying enough attention to them in the live stream when we talked to the fans. He's like, "You're ignoring me. You're not talking to me." That's when I was doing the 14 games by myself. But yeah, he kind of went crazy, man, and called me some names, and it's all been deleted from the thread. But I had my first upset,
Tore you plumb up, did it?
Yeah, he was so upset. He's like, "You're not." It was crazy. He's like, "You're not paying attention to me." It got really weird quick. So hopefully none of that tonight. We won't. We got Yellville Flippin fans on tonight, so. So that's going to be on number 14, Shelton. That's her third. That's already 4 on the team, so one more foul, and it's going to be in the penalty. Real quick online, I'm going to read a couple comments. We got Janet Anderson saying, "Go Panthers," watching her granddaughter, Abby Methvin. "Let's go girls." Sally Stone says, "Go Bobcats." Kara Byer says, "Go Green." Pat Woods, "Go Bobcats."
Now, would that be Janet Anderson, the graduate of Mountain Home? Let's see if she
I don't know.
answers
We'll
that.
see. We'll ask her. Bob wants to know, is this Janet Anderson, the graduate of Mountain Home? Is rebound there by Greenhaw. And again, trying to push the pace with the outlet pass.
And throws it away.
Oh, actually, Joseph Gentry corrected me. He said that was Samantha Greenhaw last year. This year is Kenna Greenhaw. So I had the two Greenhaws mixed up. So Kenna is a new player coming back this year. So thank you. And it looks like Stacy Goldsmith online saying, "Let's go Bobcats." So the fans are out, and those fans that are watching, let us know who you're cheering for, Yellville or Flippin online. We want to see your comments. Keep them coming.
That's a block on number 21, Allie Hodges. Number 12 is at the line. That's KJ Moore.
That's the first on Hodges. That's the 5th on the team. So here's where that new rule is taking effect, Bob. Second free throw's off, but Hodges.
So explain that rule. If they get 5 in the quarter, what happens after
Then
that?
any foul after that, they get 2 shots. So, and then it resets each quarter. So no more, 7 fouls.
So at this point, it's still a 1-and-1. You got to make the first one to get the second one?
No, it's 2 shots. You get 2 shots automatically.
So what happens after there's 5 fouls?
It's still just 2 shots.
Still just two
yeah, just 2
shots.
shots, yeah. Really, it is taking the one-on-one opportunity completely, out of the game.
So you're going to get 2 shots no matter what.
Yeah, unless it's a three-pointer and, or you hit a shot and completing a three-point play. Or,
there you go. Okay.
Or the 4-point play we saw the other night with Omaha.
Nice steal by number 10.
Now that's Burrows. Yellville trying to get something going on offense, so they're going to go to Methvin.
Puts it up and in.
Beautiful up and under there by Methvin.
Brings it within 3. Nice little steal. They're going to tie it up.
Well, that's Hayward and Greenhaw on the floor. Looks like it's not a jump ball. It's going to be a foul. I think. I don't know. Having a lot of conversation.
Jump, but the coaches.
Timeout, Flippin. This will be a 30-second
timeout for Flippin. But it is going to be a jump ball, and Yellville's going to throw it in from underneath the Bobcat goal.
So right now we got almost through the first quarter here on TLSN. Let's thank a few of our sponsors real quick. We'll be right back.
It is really important to do business with people that are local. One of the things that we did upon acquiring all the stores was we tried to hold on to everybody that was already working here. You can't replace experience. We build relationships, we don't build the cars. The same customers that are buying from us today were buying from us 5 years ago and 10 years ago, and those are the same customers that I want to take care of.
In for 2 and a foul.
Hodges fouled, hits the bucket. Beautiful entry pass into Hodges. Foul's going to be on KJ Moore, and that's going to pull it.
Hodges will be at the line.
It's actually 10-5. I need to put the score on the right side. I think I got enough practice at the Arvest tournament. I'd be good, but
11-5 in favor of the Lady Bobcats.
Mason, Methvin, Moore, Hayward, and Burrows in for Yellville, trying to get something going offensively. Pocket pick there by Hodges. They're going to call that on KJ Moore all day. So that's Moore's second foul. 3rd on the team. Nice ball movement by Flippin. Greenhaw unable to hit the shot. Rebound, putbacks off.
Hodges puts it up and in.
Hodges cleaning the glass on that one with the bucket.
13-5 in favor of the Lady Bobcats.
Methvin slice and dice and misses the left-hand shot.
Methvin's having a hard time getting anything to go in tonight. And they're going to say it went off the fingers of Yellville.
Yeah, Greenhaw not happy with that. He's coming out. He thought she got hit on the hand. But big first quarter for Flippin. They come out and jump out with an 8-point lead at the end of one. It's 13-5 here on TLSN. Of course, we want to thank everyone for tuning into the Twin Lakes Sports Network, guys. And if you haven't done it yet, if it's your first time watching us, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. We're getting so close. We're almost to 6,000 combined followers and subscribers. This could be the night. Joey Shaw's like, please, this has got to be the night that we hit that. Right, Joey? But we couldn't do this without you guys. We appreciate all your support over the years. And Bob, tell us a little bit about XL7 Sports.
XL7 Sports, we do a lot of live football. Last year we did some basketball. Of course, I was laid up a little bit the first part of last year. So I did all of last year's basketball season from my home, just like ESPN.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
Doing it in a studio, but I did it from the lazy boy at my house. Couldn't get out of my chair and walk, so I had to use a little wheelie cart to get around, and we did basketball from home. But it turned out pretty well.
I tried that with Joey, but he said that's not going to work. He's like,
if he's got to be here, you got to be here.
Yeah, he's like, you need to be there. That's not going to work.
Well, I'd much rather be in the gym than I would be at home trying to do a ball game because my wife goes sits in the bedroom, and I'm still too loud for her. So
Benedict, beautiful backdoor pass to Hodges, but nice defensive play by Methvin, getting a hand on it. Now Yellville only 5 points in the first quarter. This is a team that we saw score massive points in the couple games we've seen. There's Methvin.
Methvin is having a hard time getting a basket.
Yeah, Methvin, beautiful move to the basket, just unable to finish the shot. But she's one of those that could miss 10 in a row, and then next thing you know, she's going to hit 10 in a row. So
3-point shot, good. Allie Hodges with a 3-point shot.
Methvin inside.
Finally gets one to go.
And that's what Yellville needed right there.
(18-7) in favor of the Lady Bobcats. There's going to be a big hard foul right there. Going to be a block.
As your second person, first in the period coming against the Lady Panthers.
As I'm busy, we have scammers. You guys have scammers jump on yours all the time?
All the time.
Yeah, I had to clean them out. I always have fun. And Janet Anderson said I'm a Yellville girl, so that's got to be a different Janet Anderson, Bob.
Okay.
Lauren Rory online says, go green. Shout out to my Panthers cheerleader. J-Rob 4, 6, and 2 says, go Bobcats. He's watching us on YouTube. Early in the second quarter, 16-7.
Shot up, no good. It's going to be Yellville's ball.
Is Yellville just offensively trying to get something going? They've had a lot of good looks, just not finishing their shots. But we got a long way to go in this one. Mason drives to the inside. Gets it over to Burrows. Inside to Moore. Moore hits the ground, no call.
That surprises me, no call.
And Yellville fans not happy with that. They thought that was a foul.
Foul on number 21, Hodges.
Well, that's going to be 2 on the senior Hodges.
Out of bounds on number 24.
Which we don't have a 24 on our roster, Bob. So those watching online, if you know who number 24 is, let us know and we'll get them added to our roster. Of course, these rosters we get off of Scorebook Live, and a lot of times they don't get caught up, but we get it on here, then we'll have it for the rest of the season. So as Cobb, number 22, has checked in for Yellville. Inside Haywood is fouled.
Foul on Greenhaw, number 23 for the Bobcats.
So that's going to be number 2 on Greenhaw as Hayward.
This is the first one. Hodges goes out. Number 10 comes in. Daffrin. Second one goes in for a point. 18-8 in favor of the Lady Bobcats. Three-pointer, no good. A little short, hits the rim. Down low to Greenhaw. Her points are good. Put the score 20-8. They didn't update the scoreboard.
I got 18-8 on it. Unless I missed a basket along the way.
Well, maybe I'm looking through this basketball goal. Maybe it was 16 and just went to 18.
Yeah, we do have some interesting angles we're looking for. There's Benedict from outside. Hits the three.
That'll make 21-8. Timeout, Bobcats.
Well, the Bobcats looking good. Lady Bobcats in this rivalry matchup, the battle for Marion County right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Of course, we'll be back in just a minute here on TLSN.
Hey, Joey. Dave, what's up? This is Coach Musselman, Arkansas Razorbacks. Hey, I know you guys are huge North Central Arkansas basketball fans, and I just wanted to thank you for streaming high school sports for all the local stations in North Central Arkansas. I know you've done over 250 basketball games in the past 3 years as volunteers. Incredible to volunteer all that time and energy and enthusiasm to help youth sports. You've helped parents, grandparents, and just in general, especially during these COVID restrictions. So, Dave and Joey, awesome work, man. Keep it up.
All right, welcome back. I got to throw a shout out, Bob. There's my friend Wade down there. Wade just had a birthday recently, and he also bowls on the DDI Special Olympics team. Wade's quite a bowler, and from what I understand, he can really bring the boom to the room down there, and he's doing it. So shout out to my buddy Wade, and he's done a tremendous job bowling, and we'll be watching him a lot on Wednesdays, and we'll keep giving updates on the Twin Lakes Sports Network as the DDI Special Olympic team going down to Little Rock on December 5th. So three-point shot from the top off the front of the rim, no good. Greenhaw with the board. And also, again, shout-out, thanks Coach Muss for the shout-out, the Muss Bus. Of course, I'll be over there watching the Razorbacks on Wednesday night. I got to find a white shirt. It's a whiteout game. I don't have a white Razorback shirt, so.
I believe I do. 2X?
1X.
But
I got to get something. I was like.
I'll see what I can do when I get home tonight.
Hear that? I'm going to be hitting. I'll be just all over Fayetteville trying to find one. Three-point shot from the corner.
No good.
Ball out of bounds. Now 21-8, 4:11 left here in the second quarter. And, yeah, the Razorbacks, though, kind of had a rough time. Their best player, he had to get stretchered out in their game the other day. So hopefully his back's okay as they're going to be taking on Duke. But that's going to be a test early in the season for Coach Muss and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Methvin working hard down low, but
loses control.
And you could tell Methvin's a little frustrated right now because usually the offense comes so easy to her, and she just has missed some shots, but still plenty of time left in this game, and I guarantee before this game is over, she'll be putting a bunch in the bucket. She always does.
Ooh.
Shot off from Methvin. Here comes the Lady Bobcats up 13.
About 3:35 left in the first half of the ball game. Like you said, Lady Panthers are struggling to get any offense going for sure.
Nice entry pass to Greenhaw. Hits the bucket. Beautiful play. Methvin with the little runner off the back of the rim. No good. And here comes the Lady Bobcats. They're doing a good job rebounding defensively. Drive to the inside. Shot is off. They're going to kick it. Methvin steps in front of it. Methvin takes it coast to coast with the bucket.
And she gets a layup for two.
Sometimes, Bob, maybe it's just a bucket like that to start getting a little momentum going in your offense.
23-10. They need to spice it up a little bit to get it closer before half.
Yeah, you definitely at least want to try to get it back into single digits to start the second half. If you can go on a little run here, but nice play, good defensive play there by KJ Moore. She's another one they need to try to get some offense out of her tonight. Shot clock under 10 seconds. Yellville's going to have to move quick. Moore's holding the ball with 5 seconds to go. She needs to shoot it.
And she does, and it goes nowhere.
And the bank was not open for KJ Moore on that three-point shot. Of course, it is after 7 o'clock now, so. But it's open for Pendergrass. Nice shot from the outside. Now it's a 16-point lead. Is Methvin trying to get it inside to Moore. So that's going to be number 3 on Kenna Greenhaw. 3rd on the team. A lot of these new rules, Bob, I really like the 35-second shot clock. You know, you don't have teams holding on to it for 4 minutes at the end of a game. Or
you know, Mountain Home went up and played the tournament up in Springfield, and Missouri does not have a shot clock.
Oh, so they were still milking it.
So they milked it for the last 2.5 minutes, which ended up causing Mountain Home to foul, try to get the ball back, which gave them 3 shots, and that was the end of the game.
Nice shot there by Cobb. Pulls it back now to within a 14-point game. As the story of the game has been the Flippin defense holding Yellville to 12 here in the first half. 3-point shots short. Rebound and putback's no good. Battle for the ball.
That's going to be a foul on number 32, I think.
You're going to call that on Benedict.
Foul number 32, Benedict. That's her fourth personal. Team foul number 4.
See, online we got Linda Smith saying she's watching from Springfield. Go Bobcats. Looks like we got a lot of Bobcat fans and Panther fans online. They're going back and forth online. So, guys, yeah, keep those coming. We love it.
Methvin with 2 more. She's warming up a little bit, David.
Yeah, Methvin's starting to get a little bit of rhythm on offense. Still plenty of time left in this game. Shot clock turned off. Flippin looks like they're going to try to hold for a last possession. And instead, it's a lane violation. So now Yellville with a chance to get back under single digits.
And 17.1 seconds left in the first half. 14-point ball game.
Methvin slices, dices, nice left hand.
Gets 2 more. Sends it sailing. That's going to be the end of the first half.
Well, as we go to halftime, right now it's Flippin 26, Yellville 16. But Yellville's pulled back within 10. At one time, they were down 18 points, have now pulled back within 10. So they're starting to get close. Methvin's starting to warm up. It should be a good second half, Bob.
Should be a good second half.
All right, so, guys, we're going to step away for about 8 minutes right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. And, hey, stay tuned. And if you haven't done it yet, reach down, hit that share button, or tag in a family member, because I got a feeling this second half is going to get tight here on TLSN. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Started the third quarter. The loose cannon, David McBee, and I got Bob the Hammer Rechtenwald. I just made that up, but
Abby Methvin just draws a foul.
it does flow pretty good, though. I mean,
Does it?
yeah. Bob the Hammer Record. Oh, here's my friend Wade. How's it going, Wade? Yeah, good job playing music. We zoomed in on you, so yeah, we got it. So
Shots up and good.
job. Yeah, that was Wade that we were just showing on air, so he's here.
We zoomed in on him.
Yeah.
We got you.
What's this thing?
It's a soundboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
9-point ball game.
So back to single digits here.
Ball's going to stay
So
with
see you later,
Yellville.
Wade.
yeah.
Yellville keeps the ball.
Well, Yellville's just been chipping away and now has gotten it back down to single digits. And that's with Methvin struggling from the field. So if she gets hot, they can definitely climb back into this.
Three-pointer, no good. Falls short.
Hayward misses the three, so Flippin's going to get it back. Starting the third quarter, first of two games tonight here on TLSN. Appreciate you joining us on Facebook and YouTube. I've been having to work on that, Bob, because I always say thanks for tuning in. And Joey's like, that's old, Dave. That's like, people don't know what you mean when you say tuning in. So,
Yeah, there's not much tuning to it anymore. You just go to Facebook and be there.
yeah, so Joey's told me to say joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
So if you're like, why do you talk so slow when you're saying that? That's the reason why. I'm training myself.
Greenhaw's going to be at the line, shoot two.
And that's
For the Lady
number
Bobcats.
3 right now, Bob, on KJ Moore. So Moore in foul trouble here to start the third quarter.
First one's up and good.
And Yellville's really depending on KJ Moore this year down low, so they definitely want to try to keep her in the ball game.
Back to a 10-point game in favor of the Lady Bobcats. And she's going to kick it out of bounds, going to go back to Flippin.
Now, Bob, I think the last time you were over in Flippin, we had probably one of the funnest games we've ever called with Yellville. I think it was Yellville and Flippin in the district championship that went down to the final shot.
It was down to the wire for sure. That was year before last? Or was that last year? No, had to have been year before. No,
I can't even remember now. It's all blend. It all blends. Every year
it
blends
was
together.
before my surgery last year.
Okay, so, and I mean, you know, these two teams right here, you know, I remember that game. It was a pretty wide lead with Yellville having a large lead and then Flippin stormed back in the fourth. So still plenty of time here for Yellville. But the Lady Bobcats defensively have done a good job on Abby Methvin, the superstar guard for Yellville. Had 51 points the other day against Lead Hill.
How many did the team score?
Team scored, I think, 70.
Jump ball.
But I think we can really see the game plan, Bob. They're double and triple teaming Methvin, really kind of daring Yellville to have someone else score the ball. So
yeah, they're trying to keep her off her game, and they're doing a fairly good job of it. She's going to go for a layup. She's going to get fouled.
it was a good foul by Benedict, fouling her on the floor before she could get up a shot.
That's Benedict's second foul. There wasn't much behind that push.
And Greenhaw comes away with it, and here comes Pendergrass. Ahead, Benedict for three.
Boom!
3 points, Benedict.
That was a stop pop 3-point shot, and it's now back to a 13-point lead for Flippin.
And it's going back to Flippin. How long have y'all been doing broadcast?
I think we did it the other day. I think it's a little over 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, so yeah, we hit our 300th the other day. We finally went over 300 games. You were with us here when we did number 200, Bob.
Yes, sir.
I still got our sweet plaque that you gave us, so.
Fouls number 21, Hodges. That's her
Hayward with the good steal. Now we'll go to the line. Now 3 fouls on Hodges. So we got Hodges with 3 fouls and KJ Moore with 3. So fouls starting to add up on both teams.
And it goes in. They need a little swing here. She makes 2 in a row. Puts it back to an 11-point game.
Still plenty of time left. 5:25 left here in the third quarter. The Yellville's needing to start getting some rhythm going on offense.
I'll just kick it back out. Number 14 with the jumper, no good.
Well, Shelton with that nice drive to the inside. Just shot a little too hard off the back of the rim, but Flippin's really attacking the basket tonight. Nice spin move by Hodges. She is fouled on the play, going to go to the line.
Foul on number 5.
And that's going to be number 3 now on Hayward. So Yellville now has Hayward and Moore with 3 each. As Hodges sinks the first one, back to a 12-point game.
And she drills the second one. Two points for Abby. Abby's getting a little feel of it right now.
Yeah, Methvin she's hit her last few shots, and now Hayward, the speedster, with jets. Maybe a little too much jets on that one.
Too much on it.
I'll tell you what, Hayward, she's part of this. Of course, a lot of the girls on this team are also part of that track team that's won 3 state championships in a row. So if they get in the open court, they can fly.
30-second timeout for Flippin.
And we want to thank everyone for joining us here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Everyone does such a tremendous job supporting us, and this is our 5th season of coverage. Done over 300 games now, and we couldn't do it without each and every one of you guys. So continue to follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. Our YouTube page now, we've downloaded almost every single game we've ever done to YouTube, and it's all categorized. Like, who's OCD enough to do that? It was me. So you can go back if you want to. We were talking earlier about the game with the incredible shot in the corner that Flippin won the championship. If you're a Flippin fan, you want to relive that, you can go back and rewatch any of those games on our YouTube page here at the Twin Lakes Sports Network. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page and follow us on Facebook. Help us get to 6,000. We're going to break it tonight for Joey.
We want to congratulate the Mountain Home Bomber boys basketball team playing in the tournament down in Searcy. They beat Batesville tonight 48-23.
Loose ball, and it's Burrows fighting over it with Shelton, and it's going to stay.
They're giving that ball back to the Lady Bobcats.
Yeah, fans not happy with that call. Greenhaw backing down. Nice defense by KJ Moore.
It's going to be Yellville's basketball.
And considering Moore's playing with 3 fouls too, Bob, that's a nice defensive play. Mason Burrows, Moore, and Methvin on the outside, and Hayward. Hayward from the top.
Just a little too much, hits the back of the rim, no good. 12-point ball game. 11-point ball game.
Well, this is our first time seeing the Lady Bobcats this season. We didn't see them at the Arvest tournament. And I got to say, really impressed by this squad against a good Yellville team. Just defensively has done a really good job through 3.5 quarters, or through 2.5 quarters.
That's Moore's 4th foul. First one's no good.
Joey's over here trying to mess me up, so. Joey and I both have attention deficit disorder, so it's amazing that we can actually film and discuss a game.
We can go off track pretty quick.
Yeah, we lose control quick. And speaking of losing control, Yellville loses the ball again. Nice pass ahead to Hodges, but a little too high.
That's going to be Yellville's basketball. You say y'all go squirrel hunting on occasion?
Yeah, we go all over the place. So
Rabbit?
Yeah, I feel sorry for some of our people watching. They're like, what are they talking about?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're watching the basketball game just listening to this.
Right now we have Pat Woods online saying, keep it going, Bobcats.
Methvin up for two, no good. Rebound, Yellville, put back up, no good.
We got Lauren Rory online saying, go green. Shout out to Chaseley Reed, Panther cheerleader. So, guys, still plenty of time in this game right now. 32-21, though. Yellville.
From the far side, no good.
And here comes Burrows. Burrows brings it down for Yellville, and now Methvin.
Methvin's going to slow things down just a little bit, try to get a grip back on it.
And down 11 here, you just got to take your time, take it a bucket at a time, try to get back in.
She's going to draw a foul.
And that's going to be foul number 4. She's going to the line anyways in the act of shooting, but
that's her third, number 32's third.
So now we have Benedict, Hodges, both with 3 fouls for Flippin.
Her first shot's up and good, David. Gabby Methvin. Down to a 9-point game.
Yeah, 9-point game, 32-23. 2:24 to go here in the third quarter. Oh, nice pass to Shelton, unable to finish the shot, but
Burrow steals it away.
That was a beautiful inside pass. Now Yellville, this is the closest they've been in about a quarter.
3-point shot from the top, no good.
That's ahead to Hodges. Hodges with a nice spin move.
Throws it back out. Greenhaw puts it up, 2 points for Greenhaw.
Greenhaw with the nice play. She was like the Windex woman on that one. She was cleaning the glass.
Methvin puts a little too much on it, comes right back out. It's an 11-point ball game. 34-23. 1:26 left in the third quarter. And 2 more.
Hodges having a good game. Now back to a 13-point lead, 1:12 left here in the third quarter. As Methvin drives to the inside, the runner, too hard off the backboard. Cobb battles for it, and Hayward's foul. That's going to be number 5 on Flippin, so it's going to be 2 shots coming. But more importantly, that is number 4. That is number 4 now on Kenna Greenhaw, the center.
And it drills over the top and goes in.
So now, Bob, on XL7, I know you said you guys getting ready to cover a lot of basketball, so a lot of Bomber basketball, but then also too, I know you guys always share a lot of the shout outs and what's going on your page with different teams and stuff out there.
Yeah, we'll do broadcasts for the varsity season for the Bombers and the Lady Bombers. But I always try to keep track of what you guys are doing with the TLSN, where you guys are and who you guys are broadcasting. And, the whole idea behind XL7 Sports when we put it together was to give all the area schools, not just Mountain Home, attention. You guys do a great job of that, and of course I steal highlights and always cover what you guys are doing. So between the two of us, we get a pretty good broad range of coverage for all the sports.
Well, now Flippin's got it back under 20 seconds. The ball's going to stay with him. Shot clock turned off, but Abby Methvin had a good opportunity to try to get it back to 9, but unable to finish the shot again.
I'm going to try to do something a little bit different this year. I'm going to try to do a wrestling match. Mountain Homes wrestling teams, they'll have their first home match Thursday night, so I'm going to bring a camera and hook it up to the net, and we're going to broadcast that live on Facebook and YouTube and see how that goes.
Now, your type of wrestling, our fans are used to us talking about mid-states wrestling.
No.
You're talking about real wrestling, not the wrestling we cover.
Yeah, there's no jumping from the ropes, or in fact, there aren't even any ropes.
Well, this weekend we got a big matchup. We'll be over in Harrison on Saturday night, Mid-States Wrestling. They're going to have the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, there, and it's going to be a big night of pro wrestling. Yep, he's still beating. Hayward gets the steal, but Yellville unable to dig into the lead.
It's an 11-point ball game at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, we're going into the fourth. Right now it's 36-25 here on TLSN. We'll be back in a minute here on TLSN. Yeah. All right, we are back. Fourth quarter time, Bob, here on the TLSN. 36-25.
11-point ball game. Lady Panthers are going to have to pick up the tempo, try to get some baskets to hit.
This is the battle for Marion County between these rivals, and would be a great notch as a victory here in the early season, whoever can get this. And now the Lady Panthers get the board, and it's going to be Burrows bringing it down for Yellville. Online, if you're watching online, let us know who you're cheering for. We'd love to see your comments. As Methvin misses the left hand. Good defense there by Flippin. And now 11-point lead, 7 minutes left. Still, we saw a 20-point lead knocked down in the last quarter at the Arvest tournament with Omaha.
That was a nice play by number 5, Haywood.
Oh, beautiful runner there by Mason. I know, Bob, you're looking down like, we got 2 number 0s on there.
You got to love SB Live.
Yeah. That narrows it back down to a 9-point lead. Yellville needing a couple stops and a couple buckets to climb back into this. Nice drive.
They don't need that.
Rolled around and went down. Back to an 11-point game, 6:26 to go. Mason is blocked. Nice defensive play there by Pendergrass. Of course, this is early in the season for both of these teams, and we'll be covering most of these teams all throughout the season. Should be a lot of fun.
2 more for the Lady Bobcats. So, David, Yellville doesn't get to start playing basketball until the football season's over.
Yeah, the Yellville boys, correct.
Do the girls get to start before then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the girls actually, they start practicing earlier. So.
Okay, but do they get to actually play games before then?
They actually both started the same time against Lead Hill. That was their first game that I was aware of.
But schools like non-football schools like Flippin and Cotter, they get to start 3 or 4 weeks before that.
I think the girls both started the same time, but the boys team, Yellville's the majority of Yellville's team didn't start until football season was over.
Correct,
So
but Flippin and Cotter, they have games prior to football season ending.
Yeah, they do have games. Yeah.
So these girls have got a little more floor time than the Lady Panthers do.
Missed shot there by Moore.
5.5 minutes left in the ball game. Lady Panthers are going to have to pick it up.
This is where I really like the new 35-second shot clock, because the team can't hold the ball for 5 minutes like in the past. Hayward underneath. Cobb battles for it.
Going to be a jump ball.
Going to stay with Yellville. As Yellville they need to put the pedal to the metal right now if they're going to get back into it.
Methvin for 3. Hits the back of the rim, bounces right back out to the Lady Bobcats.
Well, that was a good possession. That was the shot you want. And that's the possession you want too, as they only use 5 seconds on the clock. Ahead to Hayward.
2 points.
Now it's back to an 11-point game. .443 left here in this first half, or in this fourth quarter. Sorry, I'm back in the first half.
To the ball, blocked by number 12.
KJ Moore playing with 4 fouls, got the nice play.
And takes a big bounce and drops on in.
Allie Hodges continuing her nice game for Flippin, 13-point lead.
They say Methvin stepped out of bounds. That'll be a turnover to the Lady Bobcats. Back into the ball game is number 23, Kenna Greenhall.
Yeah, got to give credit to the Lady Bobcat defense. Just defensively, this has been a complete effort. But Yellville still has time, but if they're going to do it, they need some stops and some buckets quick.
Benedict with the basket, 2 points for the Lady Bobcats.
There's a nice little runner there by Benedict.
15-point ball game.
Of course, we'll see this Yellville squad next week as they'll be taking on in a conference battle. They'll be taking on Yellville, or they'll be taking on Cotter, sorry. Cotter and Yellville. So we'll see this girls squad next week, of course. Well, now this is where the new foul rule is going to come into factor as well. Greenhaw with the bucket, because Yellville really won't be able to stop the clock at all, because they have 5 fouls to give here in the fourth quarter to even stop the clock, to force free throws. So
Methvin with the basketball, layup, 2 points is good.
it's a 15-point lead, 2:47 left here in the fourth quarter in Bobcat country. The Lady Bobcats have led since the opening tip-off, scoring quickly, and still Pendergrass with the nice move.
The Lady Panthers will play at Norfolk tomorrow night at 5 o'clock.
Tell you what, that'd be a good one to watch. As that Norfolk squad, of course, we got to see them at the Arvest tournament. They took Bergman down to the very last shot. And it looks like with 2 minutes to go, Flippin is going to take the first game in the doubleheader of action tonight. Now it's a 19-point lead, so impressive performance here by Coach Grant Greenhaw's Lady Bobcats. And you know Yellville, Coach Charlie Melton, he'll get his squad, he'll have them fired up, and ready for Norfolk their next game. Of course, long season with all these teams, but impressive start for the Lady Bobcats. In a tough conference, too, playing in the 3A. You have Bergman that not only just won the Arvest tournament.
Three-pointer.
As Shelton nails it, now this one's kind of gotten away from Yellville, up 22. So they're subbing in some players.
A minute 19 left in the ball game. It's a 22-point game in favor of the Lady Bobcats of Flippin.
So it looks like we got a timeout. Flippin calls a timeout on the floor. Is
going to be a full timeout.
As again, we want to thank our scoreboard sponsors that we have on there. We want to thank Baxter Health, White River Marine Group, Clay Maxey Chevrolet, Genuine Care Pharmacy, Shark Creek Graphics, and Marion County Farm Bureau. And then also shout out to those sponsors. You notice we have that rotator in the corner. All the different sponsors. We have over 30 businesses now that have stepped up, guys, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. You allow us to get all this equipment and allows us to bring local high school sports to you guys, and we love it. We got a good one coming up immediately after this one. And but impressive performance by the Lady Bobcats, as they're going to take the victory right now, up 22 in our first of 2 games covering tonight. So in between this game, you know, I'm kind of thinking maybe like a Bobcat burger or something. I'm starting to feel, you know.
Starting to feel it, are you?
Yeah, starting to feel it a little bit. But we had Jimmy Lane come by a little while ago. He kind of heads up the whole concession stand thing, and he was the one that was harassing me. He was going to beat up my stalker the other day too, but yeah, he definitely makes some of the best concession stand burgers of any place we go to. What's your best concession stand burger, Bob? You cover a lot of different schools that we don't go to.
I don't get the opportunity to get any.
You don't get the opportunity to get any?
No.
That's where you, like, chew it and just, like, you know, put the mic on mute real quick and, like, just gulp down it super fast, you know. Maybe that's why my stomach's all destroyed and yours isn't.
I don't get the luxury that I get doing the ball games is peanut M&Ms and a water on occasion.
Oh, you got to come over and do more games with us. We'll hook you up. We used to work for food.
Method is just having a hard time tonight, David. She can't get anything to sink.
Yeah, it's just one of those nights where it's like probably feels to her like there's a lid on the basket, but she's going to bounce back. And this is going to be, I know, I'm excited. She's going to have a great year. This is one game and a lot of games, so Abby Methvin will definitely.
She'll come back.
She will, and she's going to play hard down to the very last play. Could just be a thing, too, just trying to force it too much tonight. A lot of times after having a big scoring game, you see a lot of guys, especially in the NBA, they'll score 60, and then the next night they'll score 10. You know, but Abby Methvin will definitely be back. But props to the Lady Bobcats. They're going to bring it out. Shot clock is turned off as they're still going for it.
Methvin's the lone senior on this Lady Panther team.
Nice spin move and finish. And that's going to do it.
Final score, your Bobcats 55.
Lady Bobcats 55, Lady Panthers 32.
Yet to go.
You're watching Panther Bobcat basketball on TLSN.
Yeah, and these people tuning in, guys, just a heads up. What we'll do is we'll end this stream. We'll start up a new one. That way if these players want to go back and look at their highlights, they don't have to go through 3 hours of games. So give us just a minute, and we'll stop this stream, and we'll have a new one. We'll come back in about 10 minutes with senior high boys basketball here on TLSN. We'll be right back.